I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand this at all. That's so strange. I mean, it makes... I mean, if you want to go, like, shock factor... Like, it kind of would have been... It would have been better, though, if it's, like, you keep saying, like, my husband throughout all this, and then it's, like, by the time you see the death, it's, like... And it's, like, but still, like, my husband, Marcus, my father, has slept on my lap for all eternity. It's, like, it was her father the entire time? Like, that would have been much better, though. But I think I got spoiled by this, right? Like, this kind of threw me into, like, wait, is that her father? That is so strange. I mean, what an interesting backstory, but what a creepy backstory, too. It was creepy from the fact that you married your father to then be pursued by this creep. It's just a creepy story in total. Wow. I don't even know if I want to continue that. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay. I kind of don't want to read this one, though. What is this? Her cousin? I am Melissa's cousin. Great. Alright. What follows is the secret diary of the prison's former captain. Captain? I thought this was the lord of it. Like, this was the ruler of this area. Is he not? Former captain? Like, is he captain of the guard? I found them in a concealment. He writes about that woman called Melissa. Oh, okay. This is what, 12 pages still? Yeah. We have some interesting things about Akado, apparently. Alright. That may curse my soul. She must have laid a spell upon me so that the view of her sea blue eyes trace me down, even in my dreams. But her force will not be useful for her if she lays in chains in front of my feet, probably. Her soul broken and her body out crying for mercy. No one will rebel unpunished against Philin Eratin, son of one of the mightiest houses in the Empire. Who is that maid that dares to rebel against me? What's the worth of the daughter of a stonemason compared to me? Who owes the trust of the Emperor, so that he made me captain of the guard of one of the mightiest castles of his dominion? So he is captain of the guard, then. I thought she said he was the lord. Hang on. I thought she said he was the lord of it. Or like the king or whatever. Oh no, threw us at the feet of the Imperial Captain, my eyes were able to catch the... Yeah, it's Imperial Captain. Okay, never mind. I misread it. Again, I misread it, but like... Okay, so far... Okay, so this is a captain. Not related by blood, so that's good so far. I don't know, maybe... No, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to be appearing like I don't understand culture in a sense that like maybe it's a German thing or something like that, but I don't want to get too much into that, right? Castle Ravenpride has become the most important prison of the whole country. I mean, if it's like Alcatraz kind of thing, like it's a name that you know, like it's a prison, right? Like it's like it has the reputation kind of thing, then I guess, yeah, important prison of the whole country makes kind of sense. Castle Ravenpride was ruled by me with strong and merciless hand. Oh, I think I'm confusing what Ravenpride is now than what Ravenpride was before. Because Ravenpride now is a castle, where before it was a prison with a captain. That's why I'm getting confused here. It just sparked in my head as soon as he said was ruled by me. It clicked. I have suppressed 2 revolts of the prisoners without losing a single man. Who could have the force to challenge me and my overwhelming power and strategy? Huh? You're making it sound like they outflanked you, kind of thing. Like they had higher numbers. They are weak. They had no food. They were prisoners with no weapons and armor. You're making it sound like they had more numbers, but with like cheap armor and cheap weapons. Like they had 500 men and I only had 100, and we were able to win with no losses. Like, no, there was like maybe, let's say, 10 to 50, and they had nothing. And your soldiers were well fed, had all the energy in the world, and had weapons. So obviously you would win with overwhelming power and strategy. Like, what strategy? I'll just keep punching them down until they all stop. That's pretty much what I'm getting at from here. The first result was read by Fistful Mutineers, who had to give up shortly because of their lack of organization and not enough food stocks. See? Like, you're making it sound like the opponent is well organized. Like they're a secret organization within your prisoners. They are not. They are prisoners. Like, what? Even if the second revolt took longer, so were my guards able to suppress it by my lead? Led? By my lead, and all rebels were thrown down the cliffs. By my lead. I guess there's supposed to be a comma here. And all the rebels were thrown down the cliffs. No one will ever succeed in conquering me. Even you, Melissa Vemiel, you married your father, apparently, will learn to understand the truth. I will destroy you systematically. That's an interesting word for this story. Huh. Okay. Anyway, you and your family. What? Is that a period? Why'd you put a period in there? That should be a comma. Because you can't have a sentence with 4 words, right? That seems too short for me. At this moment, I already gave orders to destroy your village and to bring you and your family in chains to the jails of Castle Ravenpride. Ha! My heart flatters by the thought of how your pride in life will be broken and you will be mine. Never had I seen such a flame of hate in the eyes of a woman as she kneeled in front of me, even as her hands and feet were chained. This guy's got weird tastes. Your defiance will die, and your flame of life will softly extinguish in the dark. That I swear you, Melissa Vemiel, your father, that weak bastard, will be the first to die on his wounds by the work in the mines, and then you will crawl on your knees to me and beg me to release you from your pains. To get you out of the cold, rotten dungeon, I will wait with desire for that day, and it will come soon. Okay. That's weird. I am pleased to see how your father begins to rot. Am I mistaken, or do I see the flame of pride softly weaken in your eyes? Huh? Okay. I mean, maybe he sees the world differently? Okay. Isn't it a release to see how your father was eased of his pains? Wasn't it wonderful to hear how my guard slid his corpse over the floor to throw him into the mass grave to the other dead? Is your pride broken? No. You had to try and give me a last fire of pride, Melissa, but you heard my laughs. Didn't you? Have you really dared to believe that your curse would cause anything? Ha! You know that your arcane force is gone. Arcane force? What? Okay, I mean, your soul will not chase me after your death because it will be too weak, and will only drift away from into the realm of shadows if your light of life is to be extinguished. Missing a couple words here and there. That is the truth you don't want to face. But all before that, you will be mine. That is what I curse at you. Even if you think that I will not break your mind, your body will be mine tonight. I don't want your mind, I just want your body. Alright. That maid is not only a hag, she is an unleashed fiend of Oblivion. What? That's what you wanted to say to the woman you want to sleep with. She is not only a hag, but she is also a fiend from Oblivion. What? Even if it seemed that her soul was passed in darkness, and I tried to close up on her to take her body to my property, it was me who was mistaken. A master of herbals told me the truth today, that I will never be able to have descendants. Has she cursed me and my breed? But even if I have lost my fertility, my 3 sons, who even enjoy a high reputation by the Emperor, prove her that her curse will fail. My guards inform me that they punished her, too, unconsciousness after her attack on me. But somehow that demon was capable to heal her wounds and to lead up a rebellion against me. Was everything only a deception? Was the flame beyond these eyes never gone? For the first time since my dominion, prisoners were capable to succeed over my guards and to murder some of them. From where did they have the weapons? How have they made it to cut the chains? Is it maybe true that she is capable of the magical arts? The prisoners were able, under her lead, to occupy the food stocks and to take some guards as hostages. In 1 week, they barricaded the mine shafts. 1 week! By all gods of the Daedra. What? How should I inform the Emperor of this catastrophe? Why would you need to inform the Emperor of it? You only need to inform the Emperor if he knows about it. To keep it under wraps until he mentions, hey, I heard there was a riot. Yeah, we dealt with it. We dealt with it, sir. Don't worry. We dealt with it. Oh, okay. I'll have to, but nothing unexpected happens. Will the prisoners find a way out of the shafts? This would be the biggest shame of my career. On my career, maybe? A jailbreak I could not defeat. I have no idea anymore, but sending a message to the Emperor and ask him for more men? Damn, my hands are shaking. Something has to be done. Oh, that would be very interesting. He has to go to the Emperor and say, hey, yeah, you know that prison that's been well known? Yeah, we need more guards. Some prisoners are revolting. We have made it. The mutineer has been slain. The troops of the Emperor have arrived shortly after I sent him a bird. You flipped him the bird and he sent you guards? But for what price? Between the soldiers of the Emperor, my 3 sons, Gwendarin, Gwelloch, and Gawain. What? You really like the GW names. Because, I mean, I'm no difference. I like the Cal myself, CAL, or KAL, sorry, but CAL, but yeah, I prefer that too. I know Gawain doesn't do that, but you can easily get rid of the A, and you can, like, the first A, and you can easily just say Gawain, right? So we're with them still. Now I see their slashed bodies after they break through. After they break through? You mean broke through the barricades? They were proud and mighty and fought bravely, but too cocky to prove themselves in combat. But those rebels paid. The prisoners had no chance against the superior number of the Imperial troops. The only satisfaction I had was to see the corpse of Melissa Vemiel. What? I thought you wanted to sleep with her. Now you enjoy seeing her dead body? What? Okay, this guy has some weird things going on. Her body bloodied and motionless in front of me, but was her pride broken by now? The sight of her eyes still chases me. I see those sea blue staring eyes, as if she still watches me, as if hidden flames still enlightened them. I don't know why, but I became cold as I saw her lying there. Of course it must be the cold in these old mine shafts. I don't know what will happen. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, hang on. What will happen... Okay, what will happen next? Sometimes I think on to the words she cried at me, this curse. But it must be empty words, for that I am sure. The Battle Mage's letter to Filian Eriton. To Filian Eriton, captain of guard of Castle Ravenpride. Huh? Captain of the guard at Castle Ravenpride, maybe? I don't know. Captain, with great sadness, I have been aware of the fact that the men under your command were not able to deal with the mutiny on Castle Ravenpride. The first and second uprising against your reign, I have watched with growing antagonism. Until now, I had faith in your leadership and that you will be in charge of the prisoners and to get them under your control. Faith, at least, because you were capable of ending the first and second mutiny without any losses of your men. Okay, this is a Kato? Kato, you're a moron. What the hell? A Kato. What? I thought you were smart. This just makes you sound dumb. Ah, yes. Hungry prisoners trying to escape. Yes. By that logic, we will give you... Captain. What? But the last revolt was not to compare. Nearly your whole guard was killed, and 17 loyal soldiers of the Empire. 17 soldiers? I strongly come to the conclusion that the reasons for these massacres lay in supernatural happen. What? Hang on. Supernatural happenings, and so I focus to close the prison of Castle Ravenpride and will sell it to the Royal House of Demend. Heron Demend will rebuild it and use it as his dominion. Furthermore, it took me a long time to make a decision on your future career, but because of your achievements and long-time service, I've decided not to send you home, but instead hope you will use your skills and talent for the wealth of the Empire in one of our prisons in Black Marsh. Signed, Akato. Okay, what? What? Okay. I am disappointed in you because you did not expect the prisoners to use supernatural powers, despite there being magic in our universe. So, instead, you will not be able to go home and be happy. We are going to put you in a prison in the marshland. Good job. Kato, what? And I like how he's like, the first and second uprising against your reign, I have watched with growing antagonism. I feel like I know what that bird means, but I can't for the life of me remember what it means. What does that mean again? Okay, I gotta go find it again because I don't remember how it was spelled. Onism, alright. Active hostility or opposition. What? So he watched with active hostility, with growing active hostility or opposition. Until now, I had faith in your leadership and that you will be in charge of the prisoners and to get them under your control. Huh? What? Wait. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Battle Mage. What's Akato's rank now? Is this before? Isn't he a Royal Battle Mage now or something like that? He's something. I can't remember what he was in Serving the Dawn. No, he was High Chancellor, wasn't he? Oh, I don't freaking remember. Maybe this was before he got his promotions kind of thing? Is that worth your growing hostility?